What's going on, everybody? Steve here again. This time I'm doing another skate park tour. I'm in Marion, Indiana at the Marion Park in Hogin Park. Marion is kind of a medium-sized town in the, I guess, northern half of the state, but kind of still central. And this park that you'll see behind me and I'll take you through is actually set on top of a cement slab used for different things like shuffleboard courts and things like that. So the city repurposed it to give kids a place to go. But the ramps are prefabricated metal. They're definitely rusty, starting to break down a little bit. So this park needs a little bit of love and some maintenance, but there's some fun things to skate here. So let's go check it out. All right, so I'm going to start with like the smaller box flat ground area. I mean, technically it's all flat ground, but you've got what was a couple shuffleboard courts, and now there's some small areas with a box and a rail and a quarter pipe. So the quarter pipe over here to my left is 5 feet tall and about 8 feet wide. And then there are a couple of other obstacles in between this and another ramp. So we've got what looks to be like basically a homemade flat bar, fortunately black steel, but this is about 12 inches off the ground or so and about 10 feet long. So it's a good size for a flat bar, good to learn on. And then you've got a couple boxes. One of the boxes can be skated both like a manual pad and a box. Like the rail, it's about 10 feet long and about 12 inches off the ground. So can skate like a manual pad, even though it's been pushed up against the grass or middle section here. But does give you some options for some lines, I guess. And then there's a bench with recycled plastic boards or planks on them for decking. Probably homemade as well, but definitely has seen better days, starting to break down. Then you've got over in this corner just a bank, and this thing is about 3 feet tall and 8 feet wide. So just something to turn around on, really, or do some tricks to fakie if you want to get like that. Then I will say that this looks like, I think this was a bocce ball court or something along those lines. Obviously not used as a bocce ball court anymore, but it's been painted so that it can be slid or grinded. And it's actually not a bad curb setup. Probably could use a little bit of maintenance, but you do have a super long curb. So if you throw rails on your board, wax this up a little bit, it'll slide. But you've got some room to do flat ground games of skate and stuff like that. The nice thing about this is that the surface is really smooth, even if the ramps and stuff like that are not much to really talk about. Next is sort of the main cluster of ramps. You've got on each end, you've got a 3 foot quarter that is 12 feet wide, and then next to it you see another 5 foot quarter that is 8 feet wide. Then you've got a spine in the middle. The spine is about 3 feet tall and 8 feet wide. Got double piped coping on it, so you do have that as an option. And then another like bank ramp that's identical to the one that was back in the corner. Again, about 3 feet tall, 8 feet wide. Then you can kind of see towards the back, you've got another 3 foot quarter that's 12 feet wide. And then you've got this like roll-in bump kind of fly box setup where you've got kickers on one side and then wedge ramps on the other, so you can fly over it. And then obviously you can pump the hump as well. That thing is about 2.5 feet tall or so. And then of course about 16 feet wide. So needless to say, there's a couple different ramps in a row, but it's relatively simple layout. All right, so that does it for this skate park tour of the Marion Skate Park. It's just outside of Marion, Indiana's downtown. So if you're in the area and you want a place to skate, you can come check out this park in Hogin Park. And if you have any questions about the park, just drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. But thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.